In a world where we're always told to do more, achieve more, and be more, it's easy to forget what's truly important. Becoming a better version of yourself isn't about gaining more wealth or seeking approval from others. It's about finding inner peace, wisdom, and strength. Today, we're exploring 10 life-changing Buddhist habits that can guide you to a more mindful, fulfilled version of yourself. These habits aren't about perfection. They're about connecting more deeply with yourself and life. Are you ready to break free from the distractions around you and transform your inner world? It's time to stop chasing approval and start building true peace from within. Let go of the noise and reconnect with the essence of who you really are. Let's begin this journey together. 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the most empowering habits you can develop is learning to focus only on what you can control. In Buddhism, we learn to detach from things beyond our control. Holding on to things we can't change, like other people's actions or life's outcomes, only creates stress and suffering. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses, you take back your power and bring peace into your life. Buddhism teaches that suffering often comes from resisting the flow of life. When you accept that you can't control everything, you free yourself from unnecessary anxiety. For example, you can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you respond. Instead of reacting angrily when someone insults you, you can stay calm and not take their words personally. This shift helps you find peace, even in difficult moments. Focusing on what's in your control boosts your clarity and emotional strength, helping you live more peacefully. 2. Stop worrying about what others think. One of the most freeing lessons in Buddhism is learning to let go of the need for other people's approval. It's easy to get caught up in seeking validation from social media, work, or relationships. Buddha teaches that the need to be liked by others creates suffering. When you rely on others' opinions for happiness, your self-worth becomes fragile. You must stop worrying about what others think. Understand that everyone sees the world through their own lens, shaped by their experiences and biases. Their opinions don't define your worth. When you stop seeking approval, you start living authentically, guided by your own values. This doesn't mean ignoring others' feelings. It means not letting their opinions control how you feel about yourself. You'll develop a deep sense of self-acceptance and inner peace. You are enough as you are. 3. Build mental strength. Mental strength isn't about ignoring your emotions. It's about building resilience to face life's challenges with clarity and calm. Buddhism teaches that life has ups and downs, and while we can't avoid hardship, we can choose how we respond. To build mental strength, practice mindfulness and emotional awareness. When tough situations arise, take a moment to pause, breathe, and observe your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I respond with wisdom? Strengthening your mind means learning to pause before reacting. You train yourself to reflect, then respond thoughtfully, making choices aligned with your deeper values, not just your emotions. Over time, this mental strength helps you navigate life with calmness, no matter what comes your way. 5. Building self-discipline. Self-discipline is at the heart of Buddhist practice because it helps you live a life true to your deepest values. It's easy to get distracted by external pressures, temptations, or your own impulses. But self-discipline is about staying focused on your path, no matter what comes your way. In Buddhism, self-discipline often follows ethical guidelines like the 5 precepts, which encourage kindness, mindfulness, and wisdom. You don't need to follow strict rules to build discipline. It's about forming habits that keep you grounded in your truth. Start small. Commit to a daily meditation practice. Stop negative self-talk, or create routines that support your well-being. Over time, these small steps will become second nature, and you'll live with more intention, balance, and control. Self-discipline helps you make choices that reflect your true values, bringing you greater peace and clarity. 6. Live simply. Living simply in Buddhism isn't about having nothing. It's about letting go of what doesn't matter and making space for what truly does. In a world obsessed with consumerism and external validation, simplicity is a radical act of reconnecting with your true self. It means clearing away physical and mental clutter so you can experience peace and presence in your life. Living simply means consciously letting go, not just of material things, but of the mental baggage that clouds your mind and heart. Buddhism teaches that desire is the root of suffering. We often think that having more things, more achievements, more recognition will bring happiness. But real freedom comes when we break free from this cycle and focus on what's already in front of us. Simplifying your life opens up space for peace, clarity, and a deeper connection with the present moment. Start by decluttering your surroundings. We live in a world of excess, where more is always better. But all these things often distract us from what's truly important. Take a step back and ask, what really adds value to my life? What's just taking up space, physically and mentally? Decluttering doesn't mean becoming a minimalist. It's about creating an environment that supports peace and mindfulness. When your surroundings are clear, your mind becomes clearer too. Living simply also means clearing mental clutter. Our minds, like our homes, can become filled with unnecessary thoughts and worries. Buddhism teaches us to release thoughts driven by fear, envy, or greed, which are often the cause of our suffering. By quieting the mind and letting go of unnecessary worries, we can experience more peace and clarity. Living simply mentally means breaking free from the cycle of wanting more or worrying about the future. It's about being content with the present moment. 7. Give without expectation. In Buddhism, generosity is a way to transform your heart and mind. True generosity comes from selflessness, kindness, and compassion. It's about giving without expecting anything in return, whether it's gratitude, recognition, or even a sense of accomplishment. When you give without expecting anything back, you free yourself from attachment to the outcome. Often when we give, we do so hoping for gratitude or recognition. But true generosity is about giving simply because it feels right, without worrying about what you'll gain. The Buddha taught that attachment to outcomes leads to suffering. When you give with expectations, you become attached to a specific result. If that result doesn't happen, you may feel disappointed. But when you give without expectation, the act of kindness itself becomes the reward. This helps break the cycle of selfishness and attachment. 8. Release negative thoughts. Buddhism teaches that our thoughts shape how we see the world. Negative thoughts, whether from self-doubt, anger, fear, or jealousy, can cloud our minds and limit our potential. The more we engage with these thoughts, the more they affect how we feel and respond to life. The first step in releasing negative thoughts is to become aware of them. Many negative thoughts pop up automatically, and we don't even notice. They can be small, like feeling you're not good enough, or big, like anger or resentment. The key is to observe these thoughts without reacting to them or getting lost in them. Mindfulness teaches us to notice our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you notice a negative thought, simply acknowledge it and let it pass, like a cloud in the sky. This practice helps you step back from the thought instead of identifying with it. 9. Develop a daily meditation practice. Meditation is one of the most transformative habits you can develop. It helps you quiet the mind, observe your thoughts without getting attached to them, and connect with your true self. Meditation is a tool for cultivating mindfulness, the practice of being fully present without judgment. Through daily meditation, you create space between your thoughts and reactions, which helps you respond to life's challenges with calm, clarity, and wisdom. Meditation is simple. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and observe whatever comes to your mind. It might sound easy, but in a world filled with distractions, it can be challenging. Meditation helps clear the mental clutter, bringing you back to the present moment. 10. Cultivate patience. Patience is a powerful virtue in Buddhism. In a world where we expect instant results, patience teaches us to endure difficulties without frustration and trust that everything unfolds in its own time. Patience isn't just waiting, it's an active practice of acceptance and self-control. It's the ability to remain calm in the face of adversity and to trust that life has its own rhythm. Buddhism teaches us to stay composed and have faith in the process of life, knowing that everything happens in its own time. These 10 Buddhist habits aren't just practices, they're paths to self-mastery, peace, and personal growth. By focusing on what you can control, seeing obstacles as opportunities, and embracing mindfulness and compassion, you can become a better version of yourself. Remember, personal transformation isn't about perfection, it's about continuous growth. Which of these habits will you start cultivating today?